All right, so now let's just talk about Camilla's bracelet. So let's go over. So Camilla's bracelet is similar to Corrin's Dragon Vein in that sense. Um, for the most part, most of the Dragon Vein effects are the same, but I'll still list them off as we go. So of course, as a dragon, you can choose any vein effect.
Hmm.
But some of them are different. So with Corrin's, you could basically most of the Dragon Vein effects are like centered around you, whereas Camilla centers like basically puts them in front of her for her Dragon Vein effects.
Hmm.
If you're a backup, you still create stone pillars that increase defense and res. Cavalry, you create water that decreases avoid. Coverts, however, instead of creating fog effects that increase your avoid, you now create smoke tiles that decrease defense and avoid.
Hmm.
Um, Armor, you create vines that grant immunity to break. Flying, you still create glowing tiles that restore HP. Missile still creates flames that inflict damage. And key adepts, however, I like this. They create ice form that increases movement. It's just like in the ice temple with Tiki.
Ooh, I love that.
The problem is that you only create in front of you, and it's only like 3 tiles like horizontally. So
Hmm.
yeah. Plus, you have to plan around it too. So because you have to start your turn on those tiles in order to increase your movement.
Right.
Now, Camilla comes with Soar as her engaged skill. Basically, you grant 2 movement and you cross train as if flying. Now, this is a blessing and a curse. So you basically are no longer hindered. But the thing is, though, that if you since you're now crossing train as if you're flying, you no longer get benefits from like fog or fort bonuses.
Hmm.
So that's a bit of a thing you have to watch out for if you use this. If you're already flying, it doesn't really matter though. But if you're a cavalry, if you use this, you kind of have to be a bit careful with it. If you're a dragon, if you initiate combat, you deal damage to foes within 2 spaces equal to 10% of their max HP after combat. This is kind of like a mini savage blow, if you want to
Hmm.
think of it that way. Which I kind of like because you can't actually get savage
Yeah.
blow in this game. Thieves can, but you can't. If you're cavalry, you get an extra 2 movements. Let me just if you're yeah. So if you're cavalry, you get an extra 2 movements, so you actually get +4. So Mary will actually have 10 move when she
Oh my God.
is engaged with Camilla. So this is and with Hortensia, she'll get 9 moves. So Camilla, in a way, is kind of like a mini Sigurd in a way.
Hmm.
Like if you want, like I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna get wrong with that because
Yeah,
um
no, it's right.
because you get gallop and also like if you're cavalry I think you actually get an extra 2 movement if you're cavalry as well with Sigurd.
Yep.
And then there's Dark Inferno, which I'll just go to Roxy. With Dark Inferno, you basically you deal damage to foes on certain spaces near the unit and set those spaces on fire. Now this is kind of like a checkerboard pattern, which has a wide radius effect. If you do it with Roxy, though, you increase the area of the effect. Well, no, if you're a dragon, I mean. And if you're mystical, you basically do an extra 20 damage, which this is pretty nice. And if you're key
Hmm.
adepts, you add. This is a bit weird. You add glow to adjacent spaces because the thing is though that the spaces adjacent to you don't get affected by this. However, if you have Dark Inferno Plus, you do like I think like a 5x5 if you have like or like a 5x5 or a 6x6 where you basically deal damage to all the enemies and set all the spaces on fire.
Oh
Um,
wow.
if you're engaged with Camilla, if you have Corin adjacent to you, and let me see, there was another thing. But the thing is though that if you have Corin adjacent to you and you use this on a kid depth, it's counterproductive because the um the what's the word? The spaces like cancel each other out because the glow tiles actually like cancel out the fire tiles actually. So that's pretty nice. I'm pretty sure that's what happens though. I have to test this out on off camera. So you don't need so those are kind of like spaces for your units. Um, Overall, I think Camilla's like pretty good. Like her Dragon Veins, like they're
Hmm.
pretty much the same to Corns, but they're in front of you instead of centered on you. Sora's nice. Like it's nice. as long as you're not like already a flying unit. If you're a flying unit, you
Mhm.
need to watch out for these things because then like the Dragon Band effects are gonna like hurt you because you're not gonna get the benefits if there are any benefits.
Mhm.
And Dark Inferno is nice. I do think the plus version is better though because I have trouble utilizing this effectively though.
I can sometimes, but it's hit or miss because of that
Yeah.
checkerboard pattern.
If you use the plus version, it's pretty wild though.
Mhm.
Overall, I think I'm gonna rate Camilla's um engage skills overall 4 out of 5 stars. Like Sora is pretty
Mhm.
good as long as you know how to utilize it pretty well. Dragon Bane, you can't say no to. And Dark Inferno, it's a little bit hard to plan around. If this was better, I'd definitely rate it like 5 stars. But
Mhm.
overall, I think she's worthy of 4 stars.
Yeah. See, so Dark Inferno, like, it focuses on the damage aspect, most people, but I actually really like to use Dark Inferno sometimes to block movement
Mm-hmm.
because of the fire tiles. I find that it's pretty useful for that sometimes, and it's come in clutch for me before. I do wish it did more damage, but it has a big area of effect, so I guess I can't really like complain. Um, Soar, I like. I mean, it's extra move and you ignore terrain, which, like you said, is good and bad to ignore terrain.
Yeah.
Um,
If you're already flying, it
and
doesn't matter though,
then,
like I said.
yeah, yeah, and then Dragon Vein, you can argue that the different Dragon Veins are better or worse, just depends on what you prefer.
Yeah.
I actually like hers better,
Oh, really?
um, except, well, I don't like it on coverts,
Oh, yeah,
but
because
I do
this.
like the expanded, or the ice terrain. Actually,
Yeah.
no, I haven't really tested it out with coverts that much, just because I really like having the fog from Corrin. But I could really see like the smoke being pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll have to try it more.
because the thing is though, since Camilla uses these dragon veins in front of her, you can like inflict the smoke on enemies actually.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas with the
But
fog, you
yeah, I
center it
like.
on you though. So so Corrin's in a way, if you want to view it, is more supportive for allies, where Camilla
Mhm.
is more hurtful for enemies.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I like about hers. Um, I'm debating if I should give her a 4 or 5. I really like her skills. They're just like Corrin, they're versatile and they can fit with pretty much anyone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna give a 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Because,
Um,
yeah, I wish Dark Inferno did more damage,
yeah, that's
but
like the only draw
you
for me.
block a massive area for movement if you
hmm
need to.
Did you have any candidates for the Camilla bracelet though?
Um, Usually I put her on Celestia or Ivy just because I don't know why. I'm like, you know what? A wyvern with magic?
I
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
I think Hortensia's making good use of corn right now.
yeah, I think Hortensia's making good use of corn. You
Why don't we give it
could.
to
I
Seedall
did give it to
actually?
Seedall. Yeah, I was literally just about to say you could give her to Seedall because Soar is amazing
Yeah, and
for Seedall.
plus he gets more HP from this and speed
Mhm.
and res.
Yep, plus the key adept bonus
Camilla. Let's kill them quickly.
for Dark Inferno.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like
right.
it's great for him. He was the key adept that I tried her out on.
Yeah, because usually I run Lucina on Seedall, but because I'm not doing that this time around, yeah, I mean I think this
Hmm.
might be his best. Like plus he's been
Yeah,
getting a lot of
like
magic level ups recently.
yeah, my first playthrough I did run Camilla on Seedall. Um, yeah, no, I think it's a really good pairing.
I mean, I don't think there's any other emblems he can make good use of. Like
Mm,
Sigurd, I'm gonna inherit Cantor from him, but I'm not gonna put
right.
Sigurd on
Yeah,
him.
because I'm trying to think who else
Leave
we would put her on,
Leave is on the
and like,
bench. Leave is on the bench.
mm, like the
um,
only other suggestions I might have could be like Saline, but Saline has Crom. Um, or any other
um.
mixed
Oh
attacker,
wait, sorry, wrong
which
button.
would be Celestia, Nell,
Yeah. No,
Clavier,
I think she's good on like
Bane. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what other. Plus, I don't even know what other Emily would give Seedle, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, Soren, I'm probably gonna give that to. Oh, wait, who am I gonna give Soren to? Because I'm actually running out of magic users. Because, I guess I can give him to Corin when we get him. Because,
They give him to who?
I'm thinking about who I'm gonna give Soren to. Because, I mean,
Soren.
probably Hortensia. Probably
mhm.
Hortensia. Because Corin's
Yeah.
like not a long stay, I feel, in my opinion.
Right.
I'm gonna put her on someone else, but it's not gonna be Hortensia.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Soren's not a bad idea.
that's obviously in the future though. That's like for next time.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we have to move on to skill inheritance. So, Camilla, I think she's also pretty good for skill inheritance.
I like her skills.
Mhm. So first up is speed and res, which these aren't bad. Which I think actually, what's their price? Yeah, they're actually the same price as Crumbs. I mean,
Mhm.
but this one is more
And
like
that's what I
support
like about
because
them.
they both give speed, but this depends if you want more dex or if you want more
Mhm.
res. And it's not like with which is kind of weird because this is speed and res, and it costs at max 4,800. Whereas with Hector, his gives strength and defense, so they both give a stat that helps, but this costs
Mhm.
8,400.
Yep.
I don't get that. They both provide a
I
defensive stat.
I really like speed res on I did try it on Hortensia because min max, why not? Um I have tried it on Pandreo. Trying to think who else. I think I put it on Ivy once. But like it's really good for a lot of your like a lot of the magic users that I tend to use.
Uh huh.
Um hmm. But yeah, no, I like the speed res skill, just like I like the speed and dex skill as well.
Yeah, like they're pretty good.
Hmm.
The Lance Guard skills, you guys know my opinion. I'm not even gonna waste
Yeah.
my breath. Decisive Strike. So if the unit initiates combat as a critical hit, you deal +5 damage to the foe. This is nice, but the problem is that if your foe is at 5 or below 5 HP, you kill the foe after the combat though, which I hate.
Oh, it kills them?
Yeah, you can kill them with this actually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you did?
I didn't know that.
Oh, alright.
I
But
thought
yeah,
it just reduced them to 1.
no, it doesn't. You can kill them, and you don't get the experience for killing them, actually.
Oh, I see the problem then.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. If it reduced them to 1, that'd be fine. But the problem is that
Mm-hmm.
it can kill them, and you don't get the experience if you kill them with Decisive Strike.
Hmm.
And that's kind of sucks on Maddening, because, you're kind of trying to get
You
experience
need
here.
XP, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Detoxify, I actually really, really like this. This has saved me
Yeah?
so much. This would have been
Huh.
useful in the Hector Paralog, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because
I mean, I haven't inherited Detoxify on anyone, but I have liked it when I've had the Camilla bracelet on someone.
Detoxify, in my opinion, is the same value as Surprise Attack. It's nice to have, but it's not worth inheriting.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Groundswell, this is very, very useful, actually. So if
Yeah.
you act or wait in a flame, miasma, or any terrain, the unit clears the effect away and recovers 10 HP. This is going to be very useful in the miasma chapter you face Marnie and
Mm-hmm.
Mavier. And this is also going to be useful in the next chapter because there's a lot of flame tiles. And this is also
Mm-hmm.
useful in the storm parallel because the
Yep.
smoke effect that happens. And this also works with her dragon vein effect because since if you her dragon vein effect, if you use on a flyer actually, it centers them on them. And the thing is though that the dragon vein also starts in front of you and you clear away the dragon vein effect.
Hmm.
Like if there are any that are on her. Now the thing is
Right.
though that you don't want to use this in conjunction with Corn because there have been times when I actually use this with Corn and I have a flyer way this was so stupid. I had Hortensia equip this onto Camilla once, and I had her wait in a space that Corn created fog with.
Oh no.
And the thing is, though, is like, oh goddamn, I forgot. And then I remember 2 seconds later, it's like, wait, why am I having her? She's flying. She doesn't get the bonuses from the fog. I was so stupid when I did that. But this is a good skill, though. This is pretty useful, though, I will say. But
I have literally inherited Groundswell just for certain chapters.
Yeah, this is very useful. Like Groundswell, I will say. Then there's Decisive Strike Plus, which, it's just 10 instead of 5. Which is even worse because, again, that makes the threshold even bigger for killing the enemy.
Right.
So, Camilla's skill inheritance, it's pretty simple. It's nothing like crazy like Crom's or nothing that's like, basic as like Hector's or it's simple. It's actually like it's not even that overall. It's not even that expensive though. I find like it's very utility based if I have to say.
Yes.
Like
yes,
Decisive Strike can help. Detoxify is good. Groundswell is pretty good. I think for overall,
like
yeah, I think overall I will rate her skill inheritance 4 out of 5 stars. If she had something a little bit better that wasn't just utility, I do think she'd be worthy 5 stars in terms of skill inheritance.
Yeah, no, I am also gonna give her a 4 out of 5. It would be 5 if she had something other than Lance Guard, but like can only ask for so much,
It's weird how she gives you Lance Guard because she doesn't. There's no lances in her engaged weapons.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so her engaged weapons, they're all like it's kind of like Corns where I guess how should I say this? It's kind of like Corns where she has a little bit of something. No, actually it's more like Crunch where she has a little bit of something for no matter her use. So first up is the bolt axe. I always thought that it was weird how the bolt axe wasn't just a regular weapon because we have the hurricane axe, and let me tell you, that is not good on magic users for axes. No. So here we finally have the bolt axe. It has the same stats, just like how it did in Fates. Actually, I did do a quick check before this, and yeah, this is actually pretty good. Like 14 might, 65 hit, minus 20 avoid, obviously. And 9 weight, it's a little bit heavy depending on if you don't have a bulky like flyer. And the hit's a little bit for me, but the might's pretty good. Like I won't say no to that. That's pretty good might.
Oh yeah.
And it's 1 to 2 range too, unlike the Hurricane Axe. Lightning, basically Dire's Thunder, but the thing is though that the might is a little bit low for my liking. So you want to give this to like a magic user who has like a lot of magic, because I actually gave this to Jean and he was able to decimate Hector in 1 turn actually with this, because I had.
This is like if you've got the nuke mage, this is for them.
Yeah.
It's Baby Nova.
Yeah, and actually, no, this is Baby Nova because I think Nova has 5 might at base when you get it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love this on Gregory. It could be really good on Citrine too. I just haven't put Camilla on Citrine before.
Oh, all right. And then there's the Camilla's Axe, which this is the sentence kind of so you get 10 res and then you deal extra damage equal to the foe's res minus their defense. So this is basically good on enemies that have low defense, I guess, or like. Okay, I'm actually saying that right though because I don't know why, but it's kind of hard. It's like I don't like you're.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. The might is good though. This uses physical attack, and like this is like the best you're gonna get out of Camilla, actually, in my opinion. Like the might is like this has almost as much might as the Armads, and you get 10 res from this. So you're getting almost as much might as the Urban and Armads, which already have sky high might, and it doesn't weigh as much too. That's the thing. And it has good hits, just like the Armads.
Too, yeah.
And you're getting more res than the Irvin, because the Irvin only gives you 3 res compared to the. And the Irvin, I think, weighs like 18. Like, let me see. The Irvin weighs 19. So you're trading away, so you're trading away 2 mites, 5 hit, I think. 10 hits, but you're getting rid of 8 weight, and you're getting 10 res compared to 3, and you're also getting a bonus effect where you deal extra damage equal to the foe's res minus their defense. So yeah, I think this is like she's more magic oriented, though I find that the bolt axe is what I use more if I use this on a magic user. If you use this on a physical unit, you're obviously going to go for the Camilla's Axe. I think I would rate her weapons 4 out of 5 stars because it's basically
Mm-hmm.
depending on who you use it for. If you go for a magic user, you're going to use the bolt axe or lightning, but if you use a physical user, you're going to go for that Camilla's axe, which is the best I think you can
Right.
get out of her.
Yeah, like you said, there's something for everyone here. Because any of your magic or mixed users can use the bolt axe, or even Camilla's axe. Like, I feel like anyone can make use of Camilla's axe
Yeah.
because of the effect. Like, if you do it right, you can do some really insane damage. Even as like a magical unit. And then lightning, we already went over that. It's like Baby Nova. If you have a unit with super, super high magic, then yeah. But if you have a unit that's like a mixed attacker or a lower magic unit, like a lower magic but higher speed mage, this isn't really gonna do a lot.
Actually, I just pulled up the stats for Nova. The Nova has 2 extra might, but it weighs 14 actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just a different version of Nova.
Yeah. But the thing is,
Not as
though,
heavy, but a little less might.
I have plans for Nova. I usually forge it and I also engrave it.
Yeah.
I think I actually give
I usually do too.
I think I give the either the sacred or the core an engraving because critting with a brave tome, that is insane. But you can't do that with lightning actually.
Mm.
I mean, you can,
Yeah.
but the thing is with the cost for it, you have to use the crystals, and let's face it, no
Yeah,
one
and the
goes into.
crystals are... Yeah.
Again, this is why I think they realized that no one goes into the Tempest Trials.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
they gave that
Yeah,
out
I
as
think
a
I'm
free
gonna-
update.
I know, especially if you're on Maddening, there's no point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5.
Alright.
It's like, it's almost there, just not quite, you know?
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we're gonna be doing Swords Paralogue. That's gonna be like the hardest of all the paralogs we've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
Though,
Yeah,
as far as like the hardest, it's up there, but I don't think it's like the hardest one yet.
Yeah.
That I think is like, it's like it's definitely like top 5, I would say.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.